after our graduation from the medical school, we decide our specialization. And I thought something exclusive will be done for me. And I chose hospital management in 1991. In those days, hospital management was a subject which was not even known. Even today, it's the less known, it's less understood subject. And I chose because of the simple reason I understood that doctors are not the only solely responsible for clinical outcomes. And clinical outcomes actually depends on not only the doctors, they have to be good anyway, but then it is a function of the whole ecosystem working all right. The infrastructure has to work, the technology has to work, the all other health, human resource like the nurses, the technicians, the junior doctors, the entire department which are non-medical have to work together. And that made me choose a subject of hospital management. First of all, I think the choice of hospital management as a career is one. Two is in the year 2004, when we started talking about quality in healthcare, started talking about accreditation, and there were only a few in the country, in our country, India, who actually worked on quality in those days. And I was fortunately part of that team. Two groups were working, one were in Mumbai and the other was in Delhi, and I was part of the Mumbai team who actually worked on quality. And quality today, after a decade, has actually changed the scenario of hospitals and healthcare services in total. And the third is when you start working in a corporate company which is listed, you have to look into the shareholders' interests, and you are bound by the annual operating plan and your annual revenue targets, etc. And once the business excellence happens, once you achieve your targets, the next success comes in. So you keep doing that year after year. And that, I think, has moved my career to this level today. I have never focused separately on men or women. I've always focused on humanity. I've focused on human values. I've focused on human skills. And that's how I think I have achieved wherever and whatever I have today. There are things that are extremely valuable. I think three things I will say here. One bucket is the knowledge and the intelligence bit of it. That business, wherever areas that you are working on, that part is important to know your business, know the technicalities, know the training and the knowledge to work on that business. So that bit is, to me, is very important. The intelligence, the business intelligence and the knowledge. The second bucket is, of course, the attitude, the behavior, how the human values, how you're going to use that knowledge into your work, the processes, the system focus, the standards that you bring in. Between these two, the third, which is invisible and very, very important, is the passion and the energy that you bring in. And I think if you combine these three, the success will happen, and men or women doesn't matter. For healthcare in particular, I think 5 verticals are very important. One is the clinical and the quality vertical. The number 2 is the operations or the non-clinical areas. Number 3 is the financials, which also includes IT and materials management. Number 4 is the business development or the communication vertical. And the 5th is the people vertical. I think these 5 areas you need to know to really succeed in healthcare sector. But topping everything else, the passion and the love for servicing the community is essential. I think women who have anyway much better overall sense of management need to know a little more, need to focus a little more in the knowledge of politics and also how the money moves in the world, like the economy, the sectors, the equity, the shares. I think that bit of knowledge, if comes in, then women leaders will do far, far better or as equal to as men. Fortunately, in India today, we have reached the international quality and standards of healthcare. But if you really ask me, has it happened for everyone in the country? Have we been accessible and affordable to every Indian? No, I don't think. We still have more work to do, and it is still a work in progress. So we need to really focus on insurance, or how to make people affordable, the reaching of insurance to every Indian. That's, I think, primary and number one. And number two is, I think we need to really look at the quality standards of the governmental institutions, some of the private institutions, the small hospitals and healthcare providers. And the third thing is the quality and quantity of health human resource. I think we need more nurses, more technicians, more paramedical staff, and good quality training. So once these three things, the penetration of health insurance, the quality health infrastructure, as well as quality and quantity of health human resource, I think we will be reaching to the international quality healthcare for every Indian. The first thing is that you need to be a nice human being. The nicety, the civility, the focus on others, the focus on your basic upbringing skills, the differentiation between what is good and a bad, and what is right and wrong, and what is correct and incorrect. I think those understanding of the rights and the corrects and the niceties are very important in life. The combination of good, nice people and also capable in business are very important. So I think that is the focus for me in the future leadership for India.